line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Crank it up. Finger to the sky and a green light shining bright. The only thing I have in mind is the finish line. Check the radio, pit crew is far from slow. The lights no longer yellow. Ready, steady, go. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 In love with the ride. Burning rubber smells real nice. Fuel it up once or twice. Come on, fast is the way to drive. Crowds all on their feet. Not one bothered by the heat. Imagine them in the driver's seat. Checkered flag would be sweet. Crank it up. Oh, it's racing. 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 Everybody get ready. On your feet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Crank it up. Crank it up.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got yourselves a little treat today here as we are broadcasting you from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway here live on Pizza Race TV. It is the first ever showcase of the family-friendly racing club here on the show, and it's about to get down into the track with the late model division with 125 laps on the line. Hi everyone, I am the Crusader Christian Troy, joining you guys once more here on the show. know things have been a little chaotic, and I know we still have a Pit Stall Monday Night Series to get to, but that should be coming tomorrow night here, so we certainly hope to see that, plus the Pit Stall Racing Series, so double action there. If not by Friday, we'll be sure to see them, but late models are back in town as we're going to get some showcasing to you today. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here as we comes out to the track. On the pole, this one it'll be the number 78, that is Mark Brekamp. That is going to be Mark Bremkamp. And the outside, number 33, that is Torrens Shirts. Row number 2 and the number 14 is Jason Chilton. The outside, the number 2 is Michael Blackburn. Row number 3 and the number 77, that's Scott Wilkerson. The outside, the 35, it's Greg Dreling. Or Dreling? I'm going to go with Dreling on this one. Greg Dreling. I hope I get that name right. If I messed your name up, feel free to let me know in the comment section. Row number 4 is going to be Keith Hume Sr. And the 21 on the outside. And the 81 is Michael J. Boyd. And finally, row number 5, the 32 is Scott Trantham with the number 9 of Chad Benson. That's your starting lineup. And now, that all-important desire to set them on the track. Keith Hume right now currently the defending season champion. Won last season's championship race hunt. Looking to continue the winning ways with a race win today certainly would help out. 10 drivers in this one here. Long race, long go here for these drivers. They know they're going to have to be very patient here, and they're going to have to be very careful on that tire wear. Let's take a look at our track tech talk here as we get ready to roll them off. Oval in length, half mile in size. It is a volume packed track, high banks, high speeds. Look for drivers to burn tires out if they aren't too careful, and look for them to try to find lines where the others just can't hold them on to. We're going to reel them off through turn number 3 and a 4. This next time on by, Brenkamp, Shirts, going to go full strut and full swinging and swinging. It's going to be a battle here. First ever showcase for the Family Friendly Racing Club. Let's see how they go as we roll them off through turn number 3 and 4. Green flag high in the air to drop the hammer. Big jump right out of the gate there. Number 33 at Torrens Struts immediately getting slammed up to the wall there as Mark Brenkamp gets a good jump right down between. Michael Blackburn trying hard on the outside and making it around. The number 77 Scott Wilkerson. Wilkerson trying to face him up quick. Goes a little bit too quick into the turns. Loses it off the corners. These drivers already feeling a little bit of that pressure and all that momentum that comes with kind of trying to roll through these corners. You notice that a lot of drivers are trying to take corners as easily as they can, but at the same time trying to work their way through the field and through the pack. But it's easier said than done, especially when you consider just how hard a late model car is to steer off from driving that aggressively and getting yourself into situations like this here. Tag in the back, bump and run. It's the 35 there of Greg Drilling gets right ahead there. The 77 Scott Wilkerson. Keith Hume Sr. giving a nice little tag there to Wilkerson. I don't think Wilkerson appreciated that one too much. If he didn't, he's currently right now trying to ho-hum the speed and ho-hum the power, trying to get back up to him. Maybe easier said than done, though, when you consider just what kind of backup field drivers are right behind you here. Battle for the second spot between the 33 of Torrens Shirts, and Jason Chilton, piling a number I know all too well. So he better be taking good care of that number by the time this one's over with. Currently working his KFC machine, rolling through the corners here. One spot up so far. Hard Charger, Keith Hume Sr. right now currently your number 1 seeded. And right now the Hard Charger. Mark Brenkamp though right now looking like a brick house here. Brenkamp just not letting up anything on the track here. Greg Dreeling's onboard camera right now as we are currently just continuing the pace. Some absolute hard racing to endure and some very close battles to engage in. Michael Blackburn right now currently right behind the number 77 of Wilkerson as currently Michael J. Boyd working his way to the field in the 81. A little onboard shot here as you see him pulsing that throttle rhythm a little bit. You can see the pedal going down to that metal and then lining back up for the corners. He's trying to get a good sense of the turns and the track, while at the same time trying to nail down the runs and trying to nail down that speed. Keith Hume Sr. right now currently still in that South Point 21 right now, leading a good pot of 4th place. Starting to pull away from Dreeling just a little bit. What's crazy is Keith literally talked to me right before the race began. I think I kind of messed up his name already. I'm not too sure. I don't think I did, but if I did, and trust me, Keith, you can come back right at me and come and make sure that I learned that one there, sir. I do apologize if I am messing up the last name a little bit. Sharks right now trying to get around the back bumper there at Chilton. And Chilton probably with the greatest back bumper I've ever seen there. I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. You couldn't get any more clairvoyant on what that is even supposed to be. Oh my word. And I don't think even the 33 likes it too much. Chilton going to the inside. Big jump to the run. Now coming for position. Battle for second. Dirty Mo Media right now being put to good use. Took the spot over, and now Chilton trying to climb back up there. You see he drove way wide there, right off through turn 1. Drove it a little bit higher than maybe he was expecting. I think maybe he's trying to get the car to kind of roll out through the turns and kind of roll back on the paces here. Greg Dreeling right now currently moving his way there to Keith Hume Sr. Hume right now currently trying to build the pace up, trying to back that track off a little bit. You can probably just hear me say Keith from now on, because honestly I don't think I'm saying his last name right, so I do really apologize if I am not. But Keith right now still great speed, great power there, but unfortunately for him, that 35 is really just closing closer and closer into the inside. That's the hardest part about trying to drive that corner off, trying to drive that speed into the ground. Like right now, currently everybody's starting to get a little bit more patient, a little bit more less on the excitement side and more on the focused on the strategy side. We see this a lot here in these kind of races, especially short track battles. Every driver is going to get a little bit antsy out of the gate. They're going to get a little aggressive, start to kind of pick the pace up, then they're going to slow it back down, then they'll pick it back up at the very end. We've noticed this a lot on the short track side of things, especially these late model tours. These are literally the cars, tours, stock cars, the late models themselves that are run on that Cars Tour. But the setup, I can tell you, it feels extremely close to it as well. Oh, caution on the track here right now. Caution out on the track. Greg Dreeling here with the problems. The 35 goes tumbling and spinning. Time to venture out to our Pete Reese TV instant replay here. Let's see what happened here. Looks like him and Keith going at it here. And looks like Keith just came down a little bit there as the 35 was trying to go up. Both drivers taking a little bit of a connection point, and that will about do it for your Pete Reese TV instant replay. And now it's about time we go talk with old Keith here. Let's see how he's doing down there. Keith, you got the camera on you, buddy. How you doing today?
Oh, going so well. So far, so good. What's going on?
Not too shabby either. I know you said your last name here earlier, but I do apologize in advance. Was it Keith Hume, right, or is it Hume?
Hume.
Hume. Okay, so apologies for the very first part of the broadcast then. But
oh, no worries.
But he 3 spots up, having to charge back from the 7th position now, trying to work your way to the front, and maybe a little bit of a tangle with that 35. What's it going to take now to kind of stabilize up with these guys?
I'm not sure. Just really tight and don't have quite a grip on the car that I was hoping to have. Just haven't found the speed this week.
Well, is that part of that kind of with the banking of the track, or is that more or less just what the car setup is in general?
Well, the fixed setups don't have a lot of control over it. It's just one of those things that my car does, or my driving style doesn't seem to be suited with the way you have to drive this track to be fast.
For sure there. All right, well, Keith, we do appreciate your time, and thank you for the clarification as well there down there, sir.
All right, have a good one. Thanks, guys.
You too. Keith Hume, ladies and gentlemen, on the line here. Kind of listening here to Jason Chilton now. And Chilton, out of the gate, good sir. I mean, you were fighting hard for that second spot, trying to work your way back to Brent Camp. Then you ran into Torrin there. I mean, what was going through your mind when you two went head to head there?
Just driving, I guess. That was a shocker. Yeah, just driving. I guess I got into him.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes from here. And nevertheless, best of luck down there, Jason.
Thanks.
I don't think he was kind of expecting us to get on the call with him. That's okay. That's what we love to do, is surprise him once in a while. The drivers are ready to get back to it here. Brent Camp right now, your race leader. He's got the old Whiten style and profiling out on the track. Let's see how he does when he rolls it back off to number 4 to the green flag. We drive him off. Sharts immediately trying to get a little bit of a stranglehold here. And up to the top, in trouble there. Could have been a whole lot of mess. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Brent Camp has destroyed a little bit of that machine, and that 78 has done more than just his fair share. The entire car destroyed. Torrin Sharts now your new leader. Holy smokes, Brent Camp right now not a happy camper. He has destroyed almost the entire right side housing on the tires. Had to go to pit road to get it fixed immediately. And he's going to have a lot of work after that to try to come back from that. What a horrible break. He's going to roll it up quickly there on the other drivers. Gets it out back on the track, but that was a huge mess he found himself in. Through it all, though, they stayed green. Looks like Brimkamp still troubled. He's going back to pit road again. This is going to cost him big time here, guys. I'm working with Greg yet again. Going up against Scott Trantham here. Trantham, the number 32. Looking to try to go 2 spots further as he's gone already. He started in 9th, currently in 7th, but he's got company coming up on his doorsteps. Down to the inside lane. Here we go again. Good little battles here right now. Currently battle for 3rd as well. Jason Chilton and Scott Wilkerson having a little bit of a seance here, having a little bit of a corner off. Trying to see who can take the other one down a few pegs. Squaring away, Hume right now getting his last name right. Starting to move a little bit through the chains with Chilton there right behind him here. Wilkerson trying to make a jump there as well. 3-car battle for the 2nd spot now. It's just like that, all of a sudden it kind of flipped on him there. He did say earlier the South Point machine is not liking too much. He's not liking how the track is. He's not liking how he's having to kind of fix it up again. It's kind of scuttle up a bit. Facing down to the edges here right now. Shorts for the race leader. Currently now with company though. right up ahead of him here. Because here he's got Bremkamp. He's going to have to find a way around here. Not having any troubles, though, keeping his pace up and keeping his drive off. Right there on our end there, looks like. Michael J. Boyd, the number 81 machine now. We haven't talked too much about him going now at Blackburn. Michael Blackburn currently looking on as he sees pace start to kind of clear up from him a little bit. I think if he could try to drive a driver up a little bit higher to the outside, I think that's probably what's going to make the runs a lot easier to get speed back on the back straightaway. Because again, the outside lane is perfect for the exits and the straights, but the inside obviously has a slight advantage if you can drive it in deep enough. The key and the technique is basically just making sure, whoa, you don't go and over ramp the car right beside you. Swinging their way right now. Wilkerson going down the inside lane, trying to shoot the gaps up again. And now a three-car battle. Three wide. Oh, right in the wall goes Hume. Trouble there. Unfortunately, it's him and Blackburn get into it. Wilkerson just slipping it in. And now a huge hit. Watch out in front. Oh, my. Two cars involved down there off turn number 3 and 4. And a huge wreck ensuing. Hume Sr. and Boyd getting into a nasty little situation there. Unreal. Let's take a look at the replay and show you what exactly started this catastrophe. Watch Wilkerson here. He's laying back low for a moment. Here goes Blackburn. He throws him up a bit. Gets him into the wall. Then Hume's not too fappy here. He's going to try to work his way back in. Then another 3 wide ensues. The 35 drill gets into it. And bam, just like that, all of a sudden a huge corner off and a flip around and ends their race line. For that anyway. 2 faster pairs up for grabs. They're going to need every bit of them, unfortunately. What a nasty, nasty hit. You know what that's going to do, though, is Blackburn's going to be able to kind of work his way back into this here. We'll take a listen to the drivers in just a second here. We got 2 more we can talk to. We'll see how they're feeling about the nerves and what they're feeling on the pressure here. Jason Chilton. I think he's currently waiting for the pace car here. Michael Blackburn just barely ahead here. And Mark Bremkamp, by the way, guys, he's back on the lead lap now. But he's been on he went on pit road. Back it looked like on maybe lap 30 or so. Serious equipment changes and change ups in the wind here in the pit in the bin. Find themselves in a bit of a bind and find themselves in a bit of the track here. Looks like they will decide to go their own merry way. We'll listen real quick with one of our drivers. So, as we now have the number 32 driver, Scott Trantham, right now on the call here. Scott, do you have the copy down there? A little bit low down there, sir. Could you speak up?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, there you go. Hey, Scott, man, talk about having some lucky shots there and some chances to kind of move up to the front. Now gone 6 spots up from that little wreckage they had up there. How does it feel to kind of now put a podium up for the grabs?
I'll see if I can hold on to it. I'm not real good at this track, and I just got lucky there and was able to keep going when the other 2 wrecked and stopped and fixed and repaired, got a couple tires, and we'll see how it goes.
Scale 1 to 10, how much is it fixed up?
Oh, 100%.
All right, the 10 out of 10. Let's see if you can finish this as the 10 out of 10 today. Scott, good luck as you race the route from here.
Thank you.
Scott Trantham, ladies and gentlemen. And now back onward through the field, on down through turn number 3 into turn number 4. Off the corner distance here, waiting the green flag restarts. Oh, there's the green flag back out. We're going at it again. Family-friendly racing club right now, showing you guys why they consider themselves friendly as well as hard racers. And that's exactly what we're getting right now. Chilton still the lead. Trantham right now looking and trying to nail down the corners and nail down his spots here. He's got a big run coming off from turn number 2. Big jump ahead. Chilton right now probably looking carefully at the overall position, the overall game plan. Trying to hammer down the Torrens, trying to stabilize the car up. The number 33 though, Torrens shirts, not exactly letting up now. Pretty much media number 33 right now looking to try to take these drivers to their absolute limit. You can see the sparks flying underneath the hood caps there. That's just a roll bar kind of raising up on the bottom of that thing there, guys. There's nothing special to it, no big deal. They just call it a little spark show. Rolling down, trouble looks like, unfortunately, Michael J. Boyd coming to a bit of a stop here on the track. Well, we're going to try and get that Pizza Race TV instant replay back up here and see what exactly happened. Looks like they may have caught themselves in a bit of a pickle here. See Michael coming up quick. Looks like he just got right too low on the ground there. Yeah, it's got too low. Swung it by and ended up sidewalling it. So the 81, unfortunately, going to have to try to come back from that one a little bit. Tough break there for him. Well, just about halfway done with this race fans, and so far it's been very interesting to say the least. Very tough on the drivers and very tough on the corners. Pace now, rolling back in for a double line restart zone here. Which driver is going to find the route? Which driver is going to be able to hang on to the south? Speaking of coming from the south, let's bring him back to the north and get this run rolling through into Nashville yet again here off of turn number 3 into 4, looking for the green flag restart zone. Going up to it here, they'll lead him down. Green flag back on out. Trantham this time got the lead. banging, boops and bobbles and beeps and clangs. Taking it up to the track. Whoa! Trantham, major trouble right there. As Trantham now has lost all that speed and power. He says the same situation we saw earlier with Brent Kemp. You got a new leader, and all of a sudden it just seems like no one's been able to escape the front beginnings of this race. Greg Dreeling, your new leader. Torrance Shirts trying to hammer down, going for home, looking to kind of give himself some breathing room. Michael Blackburn, the number 2 right now, currently going dead heat set with Brent Kemp. Brent Kemp and Blackburn currently looking to roll each other to the distance and fighting for everything they got. Looking on the bottom lane though, big jump coming from between, and it's a huge side-by-side battle. It's Dreeling and Shirts right now go head-to-head for the lead. Brent Kemp having all he's got with Wilkerson, but it's the leaders, oh boy, having some time with it. The side bumpers put together. Shirts, though, able to outwheel Dreeling. Dreeling almost took him out. This time it will be Shirts that gets around him. Knows that pressure is going to be a lot more difficult to master off and take down if he can keep her own. You can feel the pressure there. Brent Kemp even now starting to kind of come alive here. Take a little onboard camera shot with it right now. As you can see how tough it is just to keep this car where he wants it. Trying to hold the line at the same time, fighting the track position and the car. Hard charge coming right down on the gate here. Scott Wilkerson going up to the front. Blackburn trying to nail back down the corners a little bit. Every driver for themselves here as they continue to just lunge forward. We are now halfway done with this race. And the plot starts to thicken even further. It thickens because the thing is, we really don't know who has the advantage, who has the best drive, who has the best survival. All the cars right now, to me, equal as can be at the same time, struggling just to hang on. Michael J. Boyd's Ironboard camera right now here currently is Chilton, Blackburn, and Wilkerson try to nail down every little bit of speed they can at this point. But I think maybe they're trying to start to see the writing on the wall, which is if they don't start making some moves now, it could be too little too late. Closing the gap off now. Big move to the inside. We've got some room and some momentum coming. To the inside right now. Blackburn getting a jump on Wilkerson. Wilkerson trying to close him off again. Gonna need to get a little bit more harder on the corners though. He's tightening it up way too much in the entries to those exits. J. Boyd right now currently looking like maybe he's got a little bit of something coming up. Trying to get back around the corners here, trying to get a little bit more fast on the approach. He had a little bit of momentum earlier, but it didn't quite eclipse where he needed to. Closing in back, Wilkerson into the wall off turn number 4. Got himself into a bit of a mess there. Blackburn, Chilton trying to keep their game plans up to the powers here. Rolling out back to the track here. Looks like Boyd might be catching a little bit more at Chilton. Having a hard time really kind of deciphering which one's going to have the better advantage here. Bremkamp back at the race lead, if I forgot to mention that already. Was kind of focusing on that big battle there. Drilling had a hard time kind of keeping up and then taking back a few spots. Then all of a sudden when Trantham, I should say, lost in the turn. Cost all that momentum on all that run. They're still doubled and munched up and bunched up. Everyone looking more and more ahead of the pace. They know what they must do. The question is, will they be successful? Laps are winding down now, guys. It looks like Bremkamp here may start to be kind of pulling away a little bit. We'll go on board with him for a little bit, see how he's going to do this one up. So caution coming out on the track here right now. Michael Blackburn and Greg Druling. Wait, I think getting told down there my mic just kind of cut back in. I didn't realize my mic was gone there. I apologize in advance there, guys. Let's take a look at the instant replay here. Looks like there might have been some contact here. Just kind of watching from the other side of the camera here. See, yep, right there. Looks like Wilkerson and Blackburn get into it. Just a bad spot to be at there in that corner, especially that exit. Looks like Blackburn kind of slowed up a little bit there and kind of caught Wilkerson off guard. I think he was trying to set the tires up a little bit. Instead, he ended up just destroying the equipment in the process. Hard sell there. Michael J. Boyd out of pit road first. Mark Brentkamp coming out second. Very, very interesting pit strategies there. Gotta make do with what you got, though. Field now going to double up again here, get themselves back in the pace. Double up here, just a couple more laps remaining. 35 to the distance. Perk them back right off for turn number 4 this time. Go, we set him off to the line. Green flag is back out. Safe to say Boyd left nothing on the table there. Oh, more trouble down there right off turn number 4 this time. Oh no. This time it is Hugh. This time it's Blackburn and it looks like the 33 of Shirts. And this couldn't go any worse for Shirts there, unfortunately, let alone Blackburn, who just got that car fixed up there from pit road. Let's take a look at the replay. Looks like he got kind of lowered. Oh, that was nasty. I don't know what on earth happened to Trantham there. Trantham just got completely tore right over on the round. I don't even know where it got him there. We had a chopper cam working that time. Let's see what happened. Yeah, oh, he just got loose, looks like. Lost the control. And all 3 drivers just, unfortunately, taking the ride. Tough break there, unfortunately, but nothing you can do about it sometimes. field now, pacing back around here, getting ready to roll off once more. It'll be just under 30 laps left to go in this one now. Every driver here at this point been fighting the track and fighting the crews out here, just trying to stabilize themselves up and hold on. What will they do now with what the pace is and what they're drilling with? Hard to say, but man, they need to get it figured out pronto, because otherwise it could be a very, very long last couple laps for them, considering the madness can break out as quick as you know it. Pull back, green flag, here we go again. Better restart this time. Michael got company though, Brinkamp right in the mix, and drove fast back, 3 wide and out. Looks like Chilton with the major troubles there in the 14. Got trampled up there, Strantham makes his way in, and Wilkerson into the wall. Here comes the number 9, Chad Benson. We haven't talked about Chad all day. Chad Benson right now just coming out of nowhere here and trying to show something up on these guys. Certainly doing a good job of that one. Brinkamp now taking the lead away from Boyd. Talk about absolutely narrowing down the edges and escaping the routes here. Oh, right back on the wall field. The driver's now back in there again. I think Chilton got a piece of it this time. Drilling now back into the pace here. Greg right now looking to keep his hopes alive. Michael J. Boyd trying to fight him off. We're down to only 25 laps to go this go around here. And you can see the pace starting to thicken a little bit and starting to separate the drivers out. Boyd shifted up high side, trying to cross back down low. That's not anywhere to go. Certainly will try it. Chad Benson looking to try to get a little bit more camera time in, so we'll just give him a little bit of love as he watches right now with us. The same thing going on in front of your screen. Boyd and Wilkerson looking to try to outclass and outdo the other. That's actually Wilkerson dealing with Struts here right now. Shirts right now, excuse me. I don't know why I keep saying Struts. It's actually Shirts. Shirts honestly kind of gapped up and bridged out a bit. Maybe trying to have to face up a little bit on a 100 level playing field. 23 laps left to go. Now turning 22. Brinkamp, your leader. Just trying to finish it up on a high note and trying to finish in the best playing field he can. You hear that throttle rhythm too. As soon as they get right to that corner, they just kind of rip it back open. They stay cool for 1 second, then they fire everything down again. Boyd right now currently fighting the car and fighting the track a little bit. Shirts right now back onto the level on the inside. Pushing his luck a little bit further than he was wanting to, and the lap traffic now becoming an absolute factor. coming out of the edges here. Looks like Brent Camp here now, solid second lead on the field. Looking to close this race off. I thought by now he kind of already did do that, but honestly, no, he hasn't even come close. The race still has a chance for something else. 15, about 214 laps left to go. Everybody right now just currently facing a massive challenge ahead of him. Camp currently with about a full second lead. Drilling trying to get a little bit more time in, a little bit of a shot. Chad Benson coming up quickly there, up on Old Blackburn. It's going to be a battle for the fifth spot. Keith Hume right in the inside, the defending champion. This track just does not look like they were going to agree indeed. Whatever credits due though to Hume, at least trying to still race out what he can out of the track. But at this point, I think really the stables have now been turned and set on to our race leader. With 10 laps now to go. Brent Camp looking to finish strong, looking to finish off with all that he got. He did everything right, and he nailed down each corner and each set of turns. Barring any disaster, he's got this one pretty much all wrapped up. You hear that little bump too, man. The way this track is, it's just tearing up that bottom of that frame. That frame, man, I don't know how it's able to deal with what it's doing, but it is fighting and scratching and clawing every bit of what it's got here. Benson right now not giving up though, trying to get to the Blackburn. Wilkerson currently right now at this point just to stay out of trouble. Seven laps now left to go. Brent Camp here currently only leading out to Drilling by so much. Lost a little bit of time there earlier, but now he gained it all back where he wanted it. Late rush and a late rally here is exactly what he needed. And he's continuing to get it out there. Now the question is what will he do when he's got other drivers just trying to come for it? Those lap traffic guys right now are racing hard because they're trying to hopefully catch a break here and catch a chance. In case something does happen. Field right now. Narrow down to the last bit they can. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We got only 3 laps left to go. Brent Camp just knows that he can't make any mistakes. Drilling will catch up to him if he gives them any hope. And that's where the 2 laps to go marker now sets themselves in. Brent Camp gonna initiate the white flag this time on by. Rolling off to turn number 3 to turn number 4. Here we go. White flag coming out. Brent Camp, your race leader. Looking to finish it. Holding down the bottom lane. Trying to shoot the gap off. Doesn't get anywhere near the wall. Nice and tight through the entrance. And nice and tight to the exit. Head through turn number 3 to turn number 4. Mark Brentkamp nails it at Nashville. He'll win in the Nashville Fairgrounds. What an effort. What a solid effort. Mark Brentkamp puts up the fight, puts on the number. And what a way to do it, getting the victory he was looking for. Gonna do a little park down there by the number 35 of Greg Dreeling. Just a little start and park it down there. Of course, you can't go wrong with those. Here is your P10 Race TV instant results. Presented in part by Family Friendly Racing Club. Be sure to visit them up and be sure to get yourself into their league and get them into their suits. They are certainly a show to watch, and they're certainly very fun to race around, as you just noticed and saw this one. So for the Family Friendly Racing Club, first debut not bad. Mark Brentkamp coming out on top. Greg Dreeling getting the second spot. Third, going Hard Charger Award winner Michael J. Boyd. The 77 of Scott Wilkerson going fourth to 2. Michael Byrne going to go fifth. Sixth will be the 9 of Chad Benson. The 33 of Torrance Shirt's going to go 7th. 8 to the 21 of Keith Hume Sr. The 32, Scott Trantham, going to get 9th and 10th to Jason Chilton. And number 14 to round out your field. Let's set it down, ladies and gentlemen, here and chat with our finishers today here. Michael J. Boyd coming away in the third spot, has not joined the call yet. We will see if he is to obtain that here. Well, there he is right now. We're going to give him a little time here, ladies and gentlemen. Michael Boyd now joining us here. And Michael, talk about a hard racing line, a hard racing run you had to pull up today here, sir. Taking full control of that. I mean, how did it feel out there today?
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That was one of the tightest races I've ever had. Especially when I was in the back for a while. Like, I just feel like I kept getting cramped up with everybody. Even had spin out earlier. Just kind of felt like I had nowhere to go. And man, it was just really wild tonight. I did not see a top 3 coming, to be honest. I thought things were going not so much our way in the very beginning, but that was some very awesome racing, very awesome finish.
Indeed, there, good sir. Now, obviously, I know the car was obviously having a lot of hard times kind of narrowing down the banking of the turns and having to deal with the absolute punishment on the bottom of the exits. But for you and your team, I mean, how was the car really kind of feeling towards the last bit when you needed to save the tire and just drive the last bit to the fullest power?
Well, cautions coming out, at the times they did, was probably convenience to our favor. I didn't really feel like I was, I mean, I probably was wearing, but it didn't feel like I was wearing very much. I feel like we had some pretty awesome grip all night long, compared to some of the last races I've been having.
Well, you have a nice race today here with this one and a Hard Charger Award to go along with it. Who do you want to thank for this third place finish today?
Yeah, I really want to thank you for coming on board. I want to thank Keith and Mark for being here as admins. They do a lot of great work, and congrats to Mark on the win.
For sure there, Michael, man. Thank you for coming out, bud, and thank you for having us. Congratulations, taking on home a nice, solid third place.
Thank you.
Mike Boyd there, ladies and gentlemen, on the third spot there. Coming away today in the second place position. Mark, don't worry, we'll get with you in just a minute here, bud. But right now, Greg Dreeling, your second place finisher here. Currently, I mean, just sitting on the speed and sitting on that power there, man, you really had to go for full broke there at the end.
Yeah, I just didn't have nothing for my little buddy Mark there. I swear every league I race in, I'm chasing that back bumper of his.
Well, you chased quite a bit of it there late in the rally there. I mean, at that point, was the car just not able to be fit enough to take down him, or were you just think you just did everything you could and it was not going to be able to go that way?
I was really tight from entry through the center and then really snappy loose off because I had so much wheel into it. So just tried to back up my entry a little bit to get the car to roll a little bit and had a ton of rear brake in it and just didn't have enough for him.
Well, at the end of the day, though, you still have solid second place here for runner-up. I mean, who do you want to thank for that one today?
Thanks for all the guys that let me in this league with about 10 minutes left to go in practice. It was kind of a late entry tonight, and my buddy Mark for telling me about it, and thank you guys for broadcasting.
For sure there, Greg. Thank you so much for coming on board, and congratulations taking on home a solid second place.
All right, thank you.
Greg Dreeling, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's end this night out. The driver taking it on home, and I honestly thought at one point he may not be anywhere near it, but Brent Camp, man, holy smokes, folks, you just got yourself every bit of speed you can last on that track, and you got everything you could figured out at the very end. I mean, talk me through this one, sir, because it was a wild one.
Well, I mean, it took me a hot minute to figure it out in hot laps. You know that the line you have to run. I mean, it has to be perfect around this place. You can't run the bottom in 1 and 2 all the way. You have to kind of run mid lane and then dive it down in 2, and then get that run off the bottom. 3 and 4 you can run the bottom, but you know, um, I don't know. I finally figured it out. Was able to be one of the faster cars out there. I think I was fastest in practice and got quick time in qualifying, and then I got after that first yellow on that restart, I kind of screwed myself and jumped the restart and got a black flag, and then leaving pit road, I got another black flag because I guess I went up onto the track too soon or something before the blend line and got another black flag and had to go do another drive through. So I was kind of down in the dumps on that one, and Torrin, he kind of told me to just go on by because I was up on his bumper and told me to get one of my laps back. So thanks to him for that. Unfortunately, he had some internet issues or something because he kept blanking out and it kept scoring him a lap down or something. And that guy's, every time I've raced with him, he's been hard to beat. Greg's another tough competitor, but it's 125 laps around this place is exhausting.
Certainly must be indeed, but hey, you're going to be the one that out endurances everyone else today. Mark, I mean, who do you want to thank for this one, good sir?
Oh, I gotta thank Mikey Boyd and Keith Hume for putting this league on. Greg for joining late. I texted him and asked him if he wanted to join just to get some more cars in here, and you for putting on this broadcast. Everybody that watches the broadcast, all the other guys in this league, they're all fun to race with. So um, I don't know. It's one of the funner leagues I've been a part of.
Certainly seems to be the case, but Mark, man, congratulations taking on home for a solid effort today here on the track.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's about all we got for you today here from the Family Fun Racing Club. Awesome racers and definitely a good group to go around, so sure to tune in, check them out. We'll see you guys next time when the green flag flies on Pizza and Reese TV.